I hope more parents hear me when I say this. My parents let me be a kid, and they did not try to push me in ways that would mold my future. They let me stay curious. They let me explore. They didn't do gendered toys. Now that's the harder part, because as having a daughter myself, I see how quickly it happens. We teach girls very young, through just the act of having a baby doll, that their role is to be a caretaker. They're modeling what we would consider, I would consider adult behavior of like taking care of a baby, and they make them vacuum sets and kitchen sets, and they always make them pink and purple. My parents didn't do that. I had G.I. Joes. I had Barbies. I grew up in the country. I grew up in Mansfield, Ohio, and it took a long time for me to admit that that's the country, but it is. It took a long time. But I grew up in the country, and building things was not abnormal. I remember building our deck and my dad giving me my own little tool set and letting me work with him. I've always grew up learning how to use or using power tools. So those open things, giving me experiences and letting me stay curious, is how I ended up in STEM, because I was allowed to be. We don't usually let people do that. We think we have to mold and shape their futures, our kids' futures, in a way that sometimes it's harmful. And I do this research. It's one of the things that I do actually get to do my scholarship in. The biggest indicator of girls going into STEM that I have been able to link is actually art, which is counterintuitive because I didn't go through a whole lot of STEM programming. It wasn't available like it is today.
Right.
But I did. My mom was an art teacher. And so all of the things that I made musical instruments as for fun with my mom, because that's what she did. She did art projects. And we call those arts and crafts, but it helped me learn how music works and where it comes from. And without ever having to name things, I was building, creating, doing. And most of the other women with me, I've been able to interview. They also have very similar stories of how art helped them have these expressions of curiosity and making and doing in their STEM. The data actually doesn't support that you need to like or love math and science. You do need to know how to do those and understand those things. So the literacy and numeracy is important. But the biggest thing, the indicator of success in engineering anyway, is your English score. So a lot of people are like, oh, you have to have this high math ACT. That has utility because it shows that you understand the math already. It's English, though, that shows that you're successful. Writing is an art. Understanding it is an art form. There's more connections. The world is more connected than we like to teach it or talk about it. And so I just think we need to let people be, and they're going to find their true passions, which will help us get more kids in STEM, because by putting up these artificial things of like, you have to love math and you have to love science to go into STEM, people self-select out because they don't have those loves. But when you have an appreciation for those things, because you're able to just, what are you curious about? It's probably something that is STEMmy that you're curious about. You will learn the math to solve the problem that you're curious about. You'll do the thing that is challenging because your curiosity is fostered. So you want to go into that project. You're like, I don't care. I know it's going to be hard, but I need that tool so I can solve the problem I care about. That's the message. You can get good at math, just like we can get good at English. Like, you can learn those things, but I need to know what I'm curious about first.